What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be interviewing my dad here, and I'm going to be asking him not some normal question. I mean, it's going to be normal, but it's going to be a little bit of history in it, and we're just going to wait till he comes. Dad, come here.
What's up, son? It's a lot of interviews today.
Yeah, I wonder why. So the fans want, well, I don't know if the fans want it, but they want me to do you an interview about history.
History.
And, yeah, stuff.
I love history.
Me too.
What's the history question?
The history question is, who is God?
Ooh, that's deep. I like to go deep though. It's simple, man. I'm gonna walk you through it, right? Who is God? That's the first question you ask yourself.
The founder and savior.
The founder and savior, right? Okay, the founder meaning as he created everything that's in existence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, man. Okay, who first told you about God? Was it God?
Yes.
God told you about himself?
Yeah.
How did he tell you?
Through signs.
Through signs? Okay, what kind of signs did God give you to tell you about himself?
I seen his face in the clouds.
You seen his face in the clouds?
Yeah.
What did he look like?
A long beard, a long gray beard with long hair. He was holding the staff.
Man, that's all right, man. That sounds like one of the pamphlets you find in the churches, or either you'll find them in business offices. You know, what color was it?
That I do not know.
But you seen his face.
In the clouds, so it was blue.
Oh, the cloud was the face of him. Okay, so we dealing with your imagination.
Yeah.
All right, that's all right. At least you was honest, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm smarter than every single scholar that's out there in the world.
No hate.
I'm smarter than every single one of them. You know why?
Why?
Because I can say I don't know. A scholar will give you something, but I'm gonna tell you I don't know. But I will tell you what I do know. I do know who is God. I wake up and I see God every single day.
What?
Do you know who you see?
God.
God. When you look in the mirror, you see God.
Be cool.
Yeah, because you a God. You a God.
How?
How?
What?
Okay, I'll take you to the book. We'll start from Genesis and we'll work our way all the way to Revelations. And we'll go from Revelations. We'll go all the way to Surah 1 of the Quran, all the way to Surah 114. And I will explain to you who is God.
How long is the video's gonna be?
You two don't have enough time for me.
Okay.
The knowledge and wisdom and understanding, which is most important, that I have, is infinite. As the books say, my well overfloweth. Yeah. God is everything that you see. This iPhone is God. Because somebody with the mind of God made that iPhone. God's wisdom is infinite. It can't be contained, not even in a book that says Holy Bible or Holy Quran. God is everything. Is it a God that's sitting up in the clouds, that's looking down on you, watching every single thing that you do? Put your seatbelts on, because the answer is no. There is no God in the clouds. There's no such thing. We've searched for that God for trillions and trillions of years. And in search of that God, you end up butt naked, hungry, and out of doors. The God is not in the clouds, the God is in you. When you go to that stove or refrigerator to prepare a meal, that's God in you. Because God gave you an intelligence when He created you to take care of yourself, eat the right foods, think the right things, which is a spiritual food. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. So what you think in your mind is what's reflected in your actions. That's God. God moves every single day. Every step you take, God takes. But there's also a flip side to God. There's the devil. And the devil is when you do deeds that harm others. Lying, stealing, murder. That's the devil. Them acts of the devil. So in them instances, you are the devil. Just as well as you reflect God, you reflect devil. There is no devil under the ground with a pitchfork and some fire around him. Yeah. There's no such thing. And for anybody who want to challenge me, get in my comment box, leave your email, leave your phone number, leave your doctor's number, leave your preacher's number, and we'll sit and talk to any last one of them. And I prove that the devil and God is human beings. Nothing in the sky outside of you can bring you hell or bring you peace on earth but you and yours. Next question.
All right. Is there more than racism of black people?
Is black people more racist than white people?
No. I'm talking about, is there more greatest, like, you know how the story, how a black man created chips?
Okay.
And Muhammad Ali, and what's her name? The one that freed like over like
Harriet Tubman?
Yeah, Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
Isn't there great black people in the world?
You couldn't go one day in your life without using something that a black person made. You would be living in hell if you tried to dismiss the works of a black man and woman. We are the original people of this planet. We are the founders. We are God's Khalifa. That's why we have such mercy in our hearts when it comes to the enemy of God.
Here's one thing.
Because we serve a merciful and a mighty God.
Here's one thing. You guys know, I'm not trying to be, I'm not against white people. Okay. But I'm just saying that black people was the first person on the earth. Mm-hmm. And we lived on this earth for billions of years. That's it. And white people lived on this earth for like 6,000 years.
That's it, son.
So we lived longer. That's how we don't put on silver screen. You people do. White people do. And they feel like aliens to us.
Yeah. That's true. That is so true, man. See, when you go out of space, you have to put on a suit and a helmet because you're out of your element. You can't survive outside of what you're naturally made of unless you have some type of contraption or in addition to what your natural makeup is, because you're not of that. So when you're on this planet Earth and you got the most naturalist thing on this earth, which is what? The sun. It takes the sun to move everything that we have in existence. The trees don't live. We don't breathe unless we breathe in oxygen, which comes from the trees. Everything. So when you have a people on this planet that repels the most naturalist thing on the planet, you have to ask yourself, who are these people? And when I say these people, I'm speaking of the Caucasian, the white people, the European, They have so many names just as well as we have so many names. Negro, African, nigger, African American, black. But I'm speaking of the white race. In the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we call them devils. It might sound harsh, but if I sit down and explain it to you, you will agree with me that they are a race of devils.
We are just telling y'all the truth. We're not saying that you're stupid or anything,
Not at all.
but we're just telling you
The truth.
the truth.
The truth of who you are. And if you learn who you are, and also if we learn who we are, this will be a greater place. And we will be able to coexist. Because right now, racism comes from one thinking they're better than the next. But if both people realize who they really were and things were put in their proper place, we will have peace on earth. But as long as there's falsehood, envy, and jealousy, there's going to be what you see to this current day: destruction, murder. And then politics is manifesting itself every day. Just yesterday, they bombed the Capitol. They bomb rushed the capital of the United States. And the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad speaks of that in his book, The Fall of America. When you have the government that's just collapsing amongst itself and crumbling. Hey man, I like how you talking, man. You've been studying, man. See, this is a young God, but he's being taught by a God. And it's my duty to teach my child the truth, regardless of feelings, because I don't babysit feelings, nor should you. Man, you might not be on YouTube after this one, man.
What?
You might not be on YouTube no more after this one. But hey, you can email me at HALLANTOINE1989 @gmail.com. My name is Akil Muhammad. I am a student of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad through his representative, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And everything that I speak off what I was taught. And I put my knowledge and wisdom before the world to challenge me on anything that I say. I've never been to college. I've never been to theology school, but I can walk you from both books, front to back. Did you know that's 180 chapters, both books combined? And I got 180 degrees of knowledge. Why not 360? Because if I had 360, I'd be back where I started. Any other questions, son?
I got one question.
Talk to me.
So, how did the white people show up? Cause you know how God made us, right? Mm-hmm. And then do the white people just show up out of nowhere, or God makes them and they finish making them? He finished making them and then bring them here.
Okay, good question. Now, science backs up everything that I'm about to say. White people were created. No, I take that back. White people were made from sexual selection, meaning they were made by the lighter marrying on to the lighter and producing lighter. They came from a OAC2 gene that's inside of us. You can Google this stuff that I'm telling y'all. It's called an OAC2 gene. That gene was cut off from the white race approximately 6,000 to 10,000 years ago, which match up to the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But they were sent off to an island with 59,000 followers, 59,000 people. And they was placed under certain rules and laws and regulations to where if you have a dark baby, they kill the baby. But if you have a light baby, they keep the baby. So they take that light baby and let it grow up and be with another light baby, and they make light. So it took 600 years to genetically erase the black gene out of the human being that manifested the white man or the white woman. That's why they have a birth date and we don't.
And if you have a dark baby, they'll stump the baby head.
They would stump the baby head. Or they would put a spike in his head. They do all kinds of things to erase the black. But mind you, this was not the whole planet. This was a small group of people that was isolated from the rest of society. And they sat there for 600 years making a lighter people. So the lighter that the people got, they sent this group off. The first 200 years, you ended up with the red man. That man, when it populated parts of the country, parts of East Asia, if I stand corrected. I'm thinking too fast. That red group of people, the first 200, mind I told it was 600 years to make the white race. The first 200 years, you got your red man. The second 200 years, you got your yellow man. The third 200 years, that's when you got your white man. And that traces back to 6,000 to 10,000 years. But all of those three races, which is your Indian, that's your red man. Your yellow man is the chinky-eyed guy, which are our brothers. Then that third set is the white race. And they all populated Europe, Russia, Japan.
And if you talk about racism, I think I said this before in this exact video, but you're racist.
I am racist. Racist by definition means you love what you're into. I love being black. I love my black people. I'm for whoever black. I am considered racist because I love black. Now, would I mistreat somebody because of the color of their skin? No, I wasn't taught that way. And nobody should be that way. But I have race pride. I love being black. And to correct myself, I'm not a race, because a race has a beginning and an end. The black man and woman here on this planet Earth has no beginning, and we do not have an ending. Our ending comes when God comes, because we are God. But I love my people. All black, brown, red, and yellow.
Hello, dog.
I love my people. I am racist, yes. In that sense, I am racist.
So you guys know?
I think that's enough, man. I think that's enough.
I
might have said too much. If so, sorry. But truth does hurt. But I'm not here to hurt. I'm here to nurture and to grow you into self-knowledge. For both whoever's watching. All colors and shades that's watching this video, I can teach you something about you. And I ain't got nothing but a GED that I got in prison.
And I really hope this video taught y'all something about history and the black community.
That's it, man. The greatest knowledge to get is the knowledge of yourself. Like I said, no matter who's watching this, research everything that I said in that small amount of time. But I have so much information, it's impossible for me to give it to you all on one take. But please, email me at hallantoine1989@gmail.com. That's HALLANTOINE 1989@gmail.com. And we can go from there. I'm open for dialogue over the phone, email, or in person.
We should go live on this.
This was KPOV Kid's point of view, but he had his dad on this show. And anytime that I'm speaking to the world, I'm going to speak to the world, and I'm going to speak my facts that I stand on. Close them out, son.
Peace.